Sue. Welcome to the Lenormand Lovers STL, where you can learn how to read Lenormand cards for yourself. They are my favorite oracle card. They're very, very intuitive and incredibly accurate. So this series of videos is going to help you learn how to combine two cards together. And that is the beginning of learning how to read them, read the story that's in them. So you should have originally watched the first video, which is Spirit Vocabulary, where we go through each card and assign a one-word descriptor to the card that resonates for you. I have my own list. You're going to want yours. This series of videos, there should be 36 here, is where we're going to go through the cards and combine them together. We'll start with the Rider card and combine Rider with each of the other 35 cards, coming up with a two-word combination for that match. We'll do that for each of the 36 cards. So if you've already watched this video for another one of the cards, you can just skip in 6 minutes or so and start right in the middle, and it'll address the card that was written on the very front of the video. So all right, we're going to get started with our two card combinations. I'm going to share my screen with you. All righty, what are Lenormand cards? Lenormand cards are named after Mademoiselle Lenormand, a French professional fortune teller of considerable fame who lived during Napoleon's time. Mademoiselle Lenormand is considered to be the greatest cartomancer of all time, highly influential during the wave of French cartomancy that began during the 18th century. She didn't create the cards, but became famous for using them to read for her clients, as will you become famous when you learn how to read the cards. The 36 card deck is simple. It's illustrated with fairly concrete literal meanings and is known as Petit Lenormand. As with all fortune-telling vehicles, these are to be used for fun and as a form of entertainment and are not to rule our lives. We are all born with free will that we need to exercise when making daily decisions. So why Lenormand cards? They're very straightforward. Each symbol represents an object, a person, an idea, and it speaks directly to each one of us. We use our own personal symbol vocabulary or spirit vocabulary to tell the story that shows up in the cards. There are only 36 cards that are anchored in simplicity, making the foundation work to prepare to read the Lenormand cards very easy to grasp. And the deck size is usually small, like a deck of playing cards, and easy to handle. So the benefits of reading Lenormand. Working with the Lenormand cards will strengthen your connection to your intuition. Being so easy to read, Lenormand cards will strengthen your confidence in your reading skills very quickly. They can show you the direction you're heading in any situation, and it's up to you to stay this course or to make changes. The cards serve as a messenger from your higher consciousness. And these cards are eerily accurate and can give you a glimpse of your future, helping you to prepare and manage your life. So here are some resources. There are many different books out there in the marketplace that can help you on your journey to master reading Lenormand cards. And I have chosen to use the following. The book I use is The Essential Lenormand by Rana George. The tools don't get any better than what Rana has listed here in the book. Each card gets 2 to 3 pages of very specific information. There's lots of different card spreads, and it's a wealth of information. So this is the book that I recommend for you. Now the card decks that I use 2. In the videos, I'm going to be using the Dreaming Way Lenormand. I just love these cards. The artwork is amazing, very easy to grasp, very, very pretty. The other deck, well, actually the deck that I learned on is the Blue Owl deck. Very specific back. These are pretty straightforward as well. Like that's a bouquet. Here's an anchor. Very, very straightforward but you can use whatever deck speaks to you. These are always available on Amazon, but you can also check with a local bookstore if you want to support business in your neighborhood. So I studied under a very talented teacher for several years, building my reading skills, and this led to my reading for the public in 2017. Choose what speaks to you from these videos and from the books, and leave the rest. There are no real hard and fast rules. Some decks come with extra cards that reflect a different view of the card. For example, I have a deck where there's 2 men and 2 women. One's a young man, an older man, a young woman, an older woman. One of the decks I have has multiple birds in it. Might be owls versus crows. So pick the card that speaks to you and then leave the other one out. You don't need to have 2 men and 2 women. It'll start getting really, really confusing. Oh, the other resource I'm going to tell you about, so when we did the spirit vocabulary, you came up with your 1-word combinations for letters. Not combination, spirit vocabulary. I have put together a whole spirit vocabulary PDF that I am happy to let you download. But I'm telling you, these are my 2-word combinations. So they may not speak to you. You have to have your own. But if your words happen to line up with mine, then you can use it. So anyway, that's down below. You can download that. Alrighty. So there are some previous videos on here, moving through each of the 36 cards. Building your spirit vocabulary is the foundation for reading these cards. There are no set rules, and practice, practice, practice is the key to your experience. So the 2-card combinations, they're read in pairs, coming together to create a prediction that tells the story or answers the question that was asked. Now, learning these 2 cards is just the foundation. From there, we'll add a 3rd card. From there, we'll spring to 5 cards, then to 7 cards, then a 9-card block, then many, many other different layouts, and finally the grand tableau. So there's all kinds of ways to read these cards, but it all hinges on you being able to read, when this card comes up next to this card, this is what it means for me. So the symbols will flow together to give clarity about the past and give a glimpse of the future. Combining cards helps us blend the story of the cards, stringing the cards together to make a coherent statement. So we're going to start by looking at the first card as the subject of the 2-card reading, and the second card as a description that modifies it, or a noun as the first card and the adjective as the second card. So just as a refresher, noun identifies a class of people, places, or things, and the adjective is a word or phrase that describes the noun to modify it. Alrighty, so we're getting ready to start. Alrighty. Don't forget to download your handouts and print out the handout for this exercise. Check your settings before you print, because this is a large 36-page document and you might want to print it double-sided. You can pause the recording and do that now. And then there are links below the video for the Lenormand card combination blank PDF. You'll only need to print this once and you'll use it for each of the 36 videos. So how to use this handout. We're going to take 1 word that symbolizes the meaning of each card in the Lenormand deck that you came up with in the exercise of spirit vocabulary. You're going to put that into the printout next to the card it represents in the column marked 1. For example, if we start with writer, you'll list for writer what your word was. For me, it was messenger. So messenger goes in the column 1 all the way down. Then what we're going to do is marry up each of the other 35 cards. So we're going to take writer plus clover. We'll put in what clover means, so lucky, and then we combine them together. We have messenger and lucky. We have a lucky message coming our way. So this will give you your 2-word combinations for each of your cards. I'm going to stop sharing at this time and move on to a different handout. So we've done quite a few of these videos now on spirit vocabulary and two card combinations. So I just want to let you know we're going to start moving quicker through this. So in the previous videos, I've been typing in the two words as we go and then getting the blended meaning. Now I'm just going to insert the completed worksheet that has the two card meanings in it already. So we can go quicker because you know what? We want to move on so that you can learn how to do 3-card readings, 5-card readings, 7-card readings, portrait spreads, and finally the grand tableau. So I'm really excited that you're on this journey with me. So let's get started on the next one. So now we're up to card number 25, the ring. So the ring is a couple of things. It's a commitment, and because it's the ring, so it could be engagement, but it could also be a contract. It can also be, it's circular, cyclical. What goes around comes around, but it's serious. It's something that you're committing to. So now we're going to put that together with the other 35 cards. So the first one is the writer. So the writer is a news coming in, or it's somebody bringing you the news, the messenger. So this I spelled a word wrong, an engagement announcement. And then we have lucky deal. So the clover with the ring. So it's a commitment, so a lucky deal. Travel. So the ring plus the ship, it could be international travel. It could be any kind of travel. You know what it could mean for me? I actually won a car once. So the ship is anything that has an engine. So lucky me, I won a car. So now we have the house, which is our home or foundation. So it could be a house purchase. Tree is about health. So being committed to a healthy lifestyle. The clouds is about confusion and uncertainty. So I put an uncertain arrangement, uncertain deal. You're not sure how you feel about it. The snake, number 7, is about danger and betrayal. So I have a betrayed commitment. This could be a broken contract, a loophole. The coffin is about endings. So an ending with the ring, I put a divorce, but this again could be a broken contract. Maybe you lost the house that you had put in an offer on. The bouquet is a gift. So flowers and the ring. So I have an engagement proposal. Could also be a wedding. The side is sharp, sudden. So I put broken engagement, but again, it could be a broken contract. Arguments repeated with the, that's the whip with the ring. So this could be maybe a relationship that's not working out. It could be negotiations that aren't working out well for a contract. The birds is about talking or gossip. So I kind of came up with goal setting with the team. So the birds is 2 people talking, and it's about commitments. But this could also be, writing your marriage vows. This could be anything you're committing to with a group, talking. Not so much a group, but talking. The child is new or small. So I have a new commitment or a small commitment. So instead of saying I want to lose 25 pounds, say I would like to lose a pound this week. Then we have number 14, the fox. So that's sneaky and manipulative, or possibly work related. So I put work commitment. The bear is about diet, finance, or business. So I put a financial commitment, but it could be any kind of commitment, committing to a diet, committing to a job offer that you've received. Stars is about wishes and dreams. So engagement, proposal, but this could also be about finding your dream home, finding your dream job, and committing to it. Then we have transitions with the stork. So contract renegotiation is what I put. The dog, number 18, is your loyal friend, and this could be maybe a business partner, or this could be your fiance. Tower is about multi-level corporations, government, legal stuff, hotels, hospitals. So that in conjunction with the commitment, I put a legal agreement. Now we have the garden. So a gathering, social gathering with a commitment, I put a public marriage ceremony. So this could be a swearing in for someone who's taking office, inauguration. The mountain is obstacles and delays to the commitment. So I said the deal is in jeopardy. Then we have crossroads, which is about choices and options. So you have, with the commitment, more than one relationship maybe, or maybe more than one contract to consider. You're selling your home and you have multiple offers. Now we have the mice, which is about loss and stress and maybe something diminishing. So I put that the contract could be falling apart, could be the relationship too, if you're engaged or married, is falling apart. The heart is about love. So love and commitment. I have marriage, partnership. The book is about secret knowledge or maybe school. So secret knowledge with the commitment, I have that as doing your due diligence to make sure you understand everything that's involved in that contract. The letter is about written communication. So this could be legal documents or contracts. Then I have the man and the woman. I have both of them as married man, married woman. But this could be a business agreement with a male business partner or a female business partner, any kind of contract. The lily is about maturity and tranquility. So I said before that this could be a mature couple. So now I have the silver wedding anniversary. But also, the lily is about anything that takes a long time to come to fruition. That's why mature is in there. So this could be like a contract that you've been working on forever and you finally land the deal. The sun is about success. So I have successful agreement. The moon is about emotions or psychic. So emotional commitment, one that makes you really happy or really sad, depending on your emotions. The key is about the solution. So I had a successful relationship because of the ring. However, it could also be the contract negotiation that you work out is a win-win for everyone. Fish is about abundance or resources. I put a business agreement. The anchor is about security. So I put long-term arrangement or contract. And the cross is about a burden. I put in a difficult relationship. It could be just that the contract, I mean, let's say you bought a house and now it's upside down. So that would be a burden. So that is the ring. So we're not going to go through any other cards on this video, but come back as we go through the rest. Or if you want on your own, you can complete the assignment. You have all the paperwork you need. And it's really about you choosing your spirit vocabulary for each card and then marrying them together. Once you have that, it's second nature. You don't have to think twice about it. So my gift to you, though, is a completed 2-card combination, but that's my spirit vocabulary. And you will have to look up every time if you go by my vocabulary. But if you learn your own, it's just second nature. You don't have to worry about it. So next steps is putting together additional videos to do 3-card spreads, 5, 7, 9-card spreads, and eventually all 36 cards. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please drop me an email at sue@pied-piper-purpose. I won't analyze your reading, but I'll help you if you get stuck. In the meantime, I am super proud of you. This is a lot of work. I get it. I studied it for years, and then it became second nature. I just love it. The answers lie within. You can unlock it and figure it all out. You can do readings for yourself and others and have a great time doing it. So until next time, we will see you. Take care.